season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
On the move to his left. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Is good.
So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Brandon, there's 2 weeks to go in the regular season, so you know the pressure is ramped up in so many ways. People have to win games, try and get their bonuses, the whole deal. But how about trying to close out an MVP award?
Just 2 weeks to go. There has to be a lot of pressure, though. We talked about that previous week sitting on his shoulder.
Yeah, he can talk all he wants about, I don't listen to that, and there's no pressure. All we're doing is trying to win games. He knows, we all know, he's been the one who's been leading the pack. Let's see if he can close it out.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Hitting Juju on the slant.
Allen's pass.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Throwing again on second down. Allen, he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's complete, right around the 8.
And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Allen to throw once more. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Partner, are they going to cover him? Well, that's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
But what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often. but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
At their own 25.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game, and they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Intended for Devin Duvernay.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
And 6 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Complete.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Here's Hurts to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tack McKinley. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on first down, Allen completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Allen again. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Steelers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 4. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Escapes the sack. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Justin Tucker.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
A gain of 21.
From the gun, it's Allen.
First down.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early.
Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Fumbled on the play. Recovered.
He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Allen will try again on second down. Back to Smith-Schuster, this time complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Schuster.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
To number 19.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Ravens.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
Yeah.
because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Dobbins, the ball.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field and following the pick 6. And they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Baltimore. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a passage taken in by Smith-Schuster and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to that is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point up and through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Good for a Baltimore Ravens.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
4-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. High throw, but he makes the catch. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, and it's 3rd and 4.
Third down.
And again, it's Allen.
Yards to go.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. It's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Steelers 48.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans.